So here we have the BMW 320i on a 64 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it. From the outside though, you can see it's a four-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space in there as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge. We then have the speedometer, rev counter, and coolant temperature gauge. In the middle, you can see the total miles of the car. They are 42,412. You can change the information displayed above that by using a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various bits of trip computer, fuel economy information, and as you can see there, it'll tell you how much fuel is left in the car, and when it's empty, you'll get that warning symbol come up that you see now. If we back out to the steering wheel, we have speed limiter and cruise control on the left-hand side, and over on the right-hand side, stereo and phone controls. Over in the center, we have the main screen for the car. What you're looking at on the screen at the moment is what comes up when you put the vehicle into reverse, so you get a visual guide for the parking sensors. From the main menu, which we're now on, of course, you can access all of these other options. All the movement I'm making on the screen is being done using the iDrive system, which is predominantly this dial. You do have a collection of buttons that surround it as well, but the dial will do virtually everything. So rotating it, we'll select an option, for example, radio. Push the button down to then enter into that menu. And once you've entered into that menu, you can see we've got FM, AM, and DAB radio available. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do so under the multimedia heading, where we have a CD player. We've also got the ability to connect up a USB device, Bluetooth audio, and an auxiliary device as well. So loads of ways to listen to your music in this car. Pair your phone under the telephone heading. This car's also got satellite navigation, really nice clear color display, very easy system to use. Below that, we have the main volume for the stereo and our CD player as well. And then dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed for the passenger. And over here, same for the driver as well. When you're happy with the settings that you've chosen, the air conditioning is currently on. So this button turns it off or back on again, or hit auto. The car will now take control of the fan speed and direction of the air to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. Press auto again, and you'll go back to whatever settings you had it on previously. Below that section, we have a 12-volt charging socket. You can close this over there should you wish to. A small storage tray just here. If you lift that out of position, we have a couple of cup holders that you can use underneath that. And then we have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, next to which we can change the driving setup of the car. So you can turn the traction control off from here. You can put the car in sport mode, comfort, or eco pro as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.